Hey guys, Demolition134 here, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Fall of Cybertron Ultra-Magnus. This figure is a plain repaint of the original Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime figure, which I really liked. It's an excellent mold, and honestly I think this colour scheme and just these weapons just do it so much justice. I absolutely love this figure, love the paint details, love the weapons with it. So now, right, it is more or less the exact same mold, but it's got a different head. And he comes with the same weapon as the original Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime, and he also comes with an extra badass sword, which I really like. And actually, at the end of the game, you can actually have Optimus Prime use this in one of the battles against Megatron. So yeah, it's very reminiscent of a sword that actually did appear in the game, and it's not just some random thing that they thought up. So this is pretty damn cool. Really like this sword. You can take it apart as you just saw few seconds ago. I'm not sure why I threw the instructions away by accident, so let me know in the comments if this does anything, but I don't think you really want to take it apart anyway. You know, badass sword, we'll leave it at that. So now that the weapons are out of the way, let's talk about Ultra-Magnus himself. Now here he is in his vehicle mode, this sort of truck mode. Really like this vehicle mode. I'm a big fan of the Optimus Prime design in Fall of Cybertron, and it just translates really nicely for Ultra-Magnus. Looks really cool. So yeah, he's got a lot of paint detail in comparison to the original. He's got really awesome looking painted wheels. We have some nice white plastic, we have some silver, a lot of red going on, which is pretty cool. Nice red, two Autobot symbols up here, some more white paint details, some more red back there. Underside, nothing really different. You can see his hands there, but that's not a problem. Overall, this is a fairly solid figure. Just for a quick comparison, here he is next to Optimus, so you can see the differences between the two in terms of the colour. Obviously, Ultra-Magnus just looks really cool, and what I really do like about Ultra-Magnus is that he has none of this really boring, horrible grey plastic. It's just non-existent Ultra-Magnus, so that is absolutely fantastic. Just makes him look so much more colourful and just a lot more fun. Transformation is exactly the same as before. There is no difference to it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here, I'm going to grab this whole section, just sort of fold it down, then we can split it, and it's kind of stiff on mine. Split that, and then we can rotate the legs out like that. Then we can take the feet, sort of slide them backwards, slide it backwards until you can hear it, or you can feel it click, not hear it. And there are the legs. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, we're going to split it just like that, sort of open it up a bit, and rotate this entire section up, take this little flap, push it back down, then we're going to rotate the arms around, or what will be the arms. I'm going to take this piece, rotate them back, just rotate them back like so, extend the arm, rotate it around, I'm going to rotate the fist around, and there we have an arm. Then we can do something on the side, rotate that out, rotate it around, and rotate the fist around like that. Then you can either leave these smokestacks up or down, you can push them down. I tend to push them down, that's just how I like it. But there is Ultra-Magnus in his really cool looking robot mode. Now, the colours on this guy just look absolutely awesome. I love the fact that there's no boring grey plastic and it's just white, which looks so much better in my opinion. It just looks really nice. It's got a new head mould, as you can see in there. Very cool. Definitely looks like Ultra-Magnus. I'm a really big fan of this design. It's an excellent figure. Now, obviously, you can take the weapons and you can put them in his hands like that. You can take the sword, stick it in there, give him a big-ass badass sword. Big ass badass sword, that's my new word, that's my new way of describing things. But just, he looks so cool. I'm a really big fan of this mold, and just, you know, the addition of the sword and the new colours just do wonders for it. It's really cool looking. And just for another quick comparison, here he is next to the original Optimus Prime figure. You can see that Optimus has just got loads of that boring grey plastic on him, and Ultra-Magnus has none. I just think, if you're gonna get one version of this figure, I would definitely make it Ultra-Magnus. He just seems like the more fun of the two, and he gets an extra weapon with it. And just for another quick random size comparison, here he is next to the Fall of Cybertron Swindle. This is from the G2 Combat Icon set. Well, here he is next to Swindle. So you can see that Swindle's really big. In fact, I didn't realise Swindle was actually that big until I actually compared them. But I mean, Jesus, Ultra-Magnus is kind of small, or Swindle's kind of big, whichever one you want to choose. Articulation is basically the same as before. He's got a ball jointed head, ball joint up here, can bend at the elbow, can also swivel up here. He's got a joint on the wrist so he can rotate his wrist. Waist swivel, he's actually on a bit of a ball joint I think as well. He's got ball jointed thighs, he's got a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and he's got a ball jointed foot. So he has some great posability. But that is it for Ultra-Magnus. Now overall, if you can only get one version of this mold, like I said earlier, get Ultra-Magnus. Is just a lot more fun to mess around with. So that is it for the review, guys. Thank you for watching, and next up I will be reviewing the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe class Starscream. So stay tuned, guys, and take care.